Hello, my name is Rajan Arora and welcome to my course Essentials of SQL Server Performance for Every Developer. You are watching the video of Module 3 Building Effective Indexes Part 7 How Functions in the Where clause Affect Indexes. If you are new to this course, please start it from the course introduction video for better understanding. Thank you. Something you want to be aware of is that if you have a function on the left side or column side in your where clause, SQL Server will not be able to use an index on the table. So, you see here that I have an index on a table over email address. However, looking at my query on the left hand side of the where clause where we have the column definition, you can see that in this case I am using a couple of different functions to compute the value of just the local part of the email address, meaning everything left of the @ sign in the email address. If you have any sort of function over here on the left hand side of the where clause processing the value in the column, SQL Server is not going to be able to use a regular index created over the column, like we see has been created up here. If we look down at the execution plan, we can see that is the case, because we see that SQL Server is doing a scan of the index, not a seek operation. So, this query isn't going to perform nearly as well. The reason why this is happening is because what is sorted in the index are the actual email address values, not the computed values. So, what SQL Server has to do is to run this function in real time while the query is executing to create those computed values. And then it can do the comparison, and so to do that you are going to incur some processing cost and not have a very fast query. So, you want to keep this in mind whenever you see a function like this operating on a column value in the where clause of one of your queries. If this is something that you really need to do in your application, though there is a technique we can use to address this situation. What we are going to do is we are going to add a computed column to the table, and then we are going to create an index over that computed column. And in doing so, SQL Server will be able to use that index over the computed column. So, let's do that. So, first I am going to use an alter table statement in order to create the computed column. So, you can see in this statement I have that same formula with those two functions. I could use any functions I want to here, even a user defined function. The only thing that I need to remember is in order to create an index over this computed column, the expression that I put in here has to be deterministic. That is, it always has to return the same value for the same inputs. So, let's go ahead and get this computed column created. And now that the column is created, I actually can query the value back out, and I will show those to you. If we scroll over here to the right, we can see here in our computed column over here on the right, and at this point what SQL Server is doing is it's just calculating the value on the fly when we request these rows out of the table in our query. Hence the name computed column. What we can do now though is we can create an index over this column. So let's do that. So you see the create index syntax looks just like any other index that we might create. What will happen though is when we run this create index statement is that SQL Server is going to compute all of the values of this computed column for each row of the table, and it's going to store those computed values in the index. So let's go ahead and get this index created. And there we go. So now we are going to go back up to our original query and we are going to get the execution plan for that again. If I can select the right thing, and we see now SQL Server is able to use this new index that we have created over the computed column. And I will mouse over this, so you can see that it is using indeed that index. And the reason why is because the formula in the left hand side of our where clause matches the formula of the computed column value that the index was created over. So, what you want to remember is to be on the lookout for any type of function or expression in your where clauses of your SQL statements on that left hand side of your where clause expression, because those won't be able to use regular indexes on your table. However, if you do need to be able to search for data using a computed value, then you can use the technique that I have just shown you here, where you first create a computed column on the table and then you create an index over that computed column, and that will allow your statement to use an index and consequently perform much faster. We have covered the fundamental aspects of indexes, but there is more to learn about. So, we will continue our discussion by talking about including columns and covering index next. If you like this video, please do share, like and subscribe to my channel for more such videos. Thank you and see you in the next video.